What's up, traders? Welcome to my futures prop firm tier list. I'm super excited to make this video because as a professional futures trader that's taken over $250,000 in sim funded prop firm payouts and blown hundreds of evals and passed hundreds of evals and blown multiple funded accounts and also taken multiple payouts from several different prop firms. Also gotten some funded accounts to so many payouts that I eventually made the transition into a live Topstep account that has a 6-figure balance. And even though I am a little bit newer, I've only really been using prop firms for, I think, just over a year. I've learned so much and I've grown so much as a trader, kind of trading within the risk parameters of these prop firms. I think it can be a great tool for beginners to actually learn good risk management, learn consistency in trading, taking base hits, not over leveraging, and just being very, very disciplined. We have a collection of the most popular futures prop firms, and I'm going to be ranking them based on my own experience. And yes, I have used every single prop firm in this list. And before we get into this video, make sure you guys are going and doing your own research on your prop firm of choice. And if you want to use any of the prop firms in this video, code BPC at checkout. So if you guys are ready, hit the like button and let's get into ranking the most popular futures prop firms. First up, we have Top 1 Futures. Now, I've blown probably 20 to 30 straight to funded accounts with these guys. I've taken one payout, and we'll get into that later. I've taken one $15,000 payout. So they do pay out, which is super important to me. And so, yeah, like I said, Top 1 Futures have taken a $15,000 payout with them on their straight to funded accounts. I was copy trading 3 straight to funded accounts and took a $5,000 payout across 3 of them. About a month before that, I had gotten denied a $15,000 payout on some separate accounts that I blew down the line because I was really frustrated. They have a 10-second scalping rule, and if any profits are made in under 10 seconds, entry to exit, that will be deducted from your accounts. So fair enough. That's the rule. I broke it. I was denied the payout. Totally understand. I'm not going to hold that against them. If you follow the rules, they do pay out. And so after a couple more months of trying, I eventually did get a payout, $15,000. I don't think I'm net positive with these guys. I probably spent more money than I've taken with Top 1 or about break even because it was a pretty big payout and I was trying to go for a big payout. As far as what they have to offer as a prop firm, they have competitive pricing for the straight to funded accounts. They're always kind of experimenting with these new creations of accounts where it's like kind of weird drawdown rules. They make them very cheap and they try them out for a little bit, then they take them off. Top 1's profit target to reach a payout are a little bit more difficult to achieve. They also have tighter drawdown limitations on these accounts. But if you've exhausted every other option in the straight to funded market, then you can try these guys out and you can definitely get a payout with them if you follow the rules. But I'm going to put them C tier just because I think there's better firms out there, especially for the straight to funded. Funding Ticks is the next prop firm. I just started out with these guys, and what do you know? This is also a previous Forex firm that is now in the futures. These guys have paid out a ton on the Forex side. They've made the move over to futures. I believe their payout cap is about 1,000 per account, so it's a little bit less than what you would want to see from a prop firm, especially if you're going for those big payouts. You can copy trade up to $300,000 in allocation. So I'm currently in the stages of passing 3 100K evals with them, and they have super cheap evals. But so far, so good. I can't rank them too high or too low because I'm in the very early stages. Let's put them B tier. All right, next we have Tradeify Funding, the creator of the straight to funded accounts, and they do it best. Always have 30-40% discounts running. I'm going to put them A tier. You can copy trade up to 5 accounts, and I've actually taken $50,000 in sim funded profits with Tradeify, but I really like Tradeify Funding because they're actively trying to make it easier for their traders to get payouts. They took away the minimum days to pay out. I think they've made some adjustments to the consistency rule to make it a little bit easier to get to a payout. They also just came out with Project X as well. I currently have 2 accounts with them, 150K lightning funded accounts that I've taken $50,000 in payouts from, and I'm consistently taking $7,000 a week until I hit that 100K sim funded cap, which at that point I should get transitioned into a live account. So about halfway there. I might be biased because I've taken $50,000 in payouts with them, but I'm really enjoying Tradeify Funding. All right, next we have Apex Trader, which is a little bit controversial and for good reason. You hear the horror stories about denied payouts with Apex, and it's the last thing you want to worry about as a trader. And for me, that's really gonna put them lower on the list. Yes, you can copy trade the 20 accounts. Even if you get 20 evals passed, the activation fees are still super expensive. You have to deal with the intraday drawdown in both the eval and funded stage. And in order to not get denied a payout, you have to deal with the 30% drawdown rule, which pretty much means you cannot unrealize 30% of your current drawdown. Just a lot of overhead, a lot to keep up with. And you have to deal with the intraday on top of that. And then if you can successfully do that after paying thousands of dollars in evals and activation fees, you have to worry about if you're even going to get approved. I haven't taken a payout with Apex. I've traded a couple evals. I haven't had much success with them. I don't know. I'm going to put them C tier. I think that's a decent rank. All right, next we have Trade Day. Super well established futures prop firm. I think they've been around definitely a couple years. I think 5, 6, maybe even longer. They're also progressing as a firm. They just came out with Project X. You can copy trade up to 3 accounts. Their $5,000 milestone is now automated, so you don't have to stop trading. Everything about them is solid. As far as the payout, I haven't gotten one with them. I've gotten a couple funded accounts that I've just blown. And that's just the case with some of these prop firms. I've had better luck with some, not so great luck with others, and that's just how it is. This prop firm's not going to offer you crazy scalability or leverage, but they are just a super consistent prop firm that you should definitely have in your arsenal. And for that reason, they are a B tier prop firm. Now we have Take Profit Trader, which is a really fun one to talk about. I have taken a $15,000 payout from Take Profit Trader. And what I really like about them is I never had to deal with a denial. And I was trading kind of like a degen, and for good reason, because Take Profit Trader offers you so much leverage and scalability. You can copy trade up to 5 accounts. Unfortunately, it's 5 days to pass, but if you can get them passed, no activation fees ever. Resets are really, really cheap. You do have to deal with the intraday drawdown in the funded stage. And way down the line, if you do get into the live account, it used to be intraday, it's now end of day. So they're definitely making some improvements on that end. The thing about Take Profit Trader is you don't necessarily have to go buy the big accounts. Because there is no payout caps, it doesn't matter whether you have a 50K account or a 150K account. As soon as you clear that buffer and start getting aggressive and sizing up and really building up a big balance on those funded accounts, you can take uncapped daily payouts. And so if there's no capped daily payouts, like some of these other prop firms are going to cap payouts on a 50K account at like 2,500. A 150K account is obviously going to have a higher payout cap, like 5,000. But Take Profit Trader has uncapped daily payouts on a 50K account, 100K account, 150K account. It doesn't matter. So for that reason, you could actually get 5 50K accounts and take the same payout you can take on 5 150K accounts because it's uncapped daily payouts. And for that reason, they are a super, super solid prop firm. They do have intraday drawdown. I don't think I can put a prop firm that has intraday drawdown as an A tier firm, but they have incredible scalability, incredible leverage, and you definitely have to try Take Profit Trader. They are a B tier firm, really solid prop firm. Next, we have MyFunded Futures, and they are also a prop firm that is on top of the game, constantly making improvements to the firm, constantly making it easier to get to a payout. They're now giving traders the ability to copy trade up to 5 accounts. And they came out with some new and upgraded account types like the Scale and Pro accounts that allow you to take much bigger payouts. Automatic payout approvals. MyFunded Futures cannot beat them. They are an A tier firm. All right, next we have Topstep, and this one puts a smile on my face. I love Topstep. I mean, this was literally my first love. Topstep is the first futures prop firm I ever traded with. I took $70,000 in sim funded payouts with them whenever I was trading my XFAs. You guys all remember I ran up a $180,000 balance on a 150K XFA and a 50K XFA. Took max payouts on just 2 XFAs. Nobody beats Topstep. I don't care what you say. Topstep is amazing. Took $70,000 in payouts with them, and now I have a $130,000 live account with Topstep. All withdrawable. You just cannot beat Topstep as a foundational prop firm. I'm on Topstep TV trading with the guys all the time. Love this prop firm. Love my live account with them. And could not ask for a better prop firm. And last but not least, we have Alpha Futures. Alpha Futures was also a Forex prop firm, now a futures prop firm as well. The key highlight of Alpha Futures is that you can take a max payout of $15,000. No other futures prop firm is currently matching that payout cap. You can trade up to 3 accounts with a 15K payout cap. Absolutely unbeatable. You can take a $45,000 payout with Alpha Futures. They're super, super solid. Their accounts are a little bit more expensive, but if you can get them funded and go for that big payout, that's what they're there for. And I will put them in a B tier as well. And so that's my futures tier list. A lot of what you're going to see is if I had to deny payout or if it's an intraday account, it's not going to rank as high for me. If you don't have to deal with denied payouts, if there's a true path to live funding, and if it's a futures prop firm that's no BS, they always do right by the trader, it can still be a profitable business model for the trader and for them. And you got to find that balance. And so these are my top 3. We have Tradeify, MyFunded Futures, and Topstep. B tier is going to be Funding Ticks, Trade Day, Take Profit, and Alpha Futures. And C tier is going to be Top 1 Futures and Apex. I know that there's definitely some futures prop firms that we didn't quite get on the list. These are the most popular prop firms. I've used every single one of them. I didn't want to throw prop firms that I've never used into the list because I can't give you guys true feedback. But this is my ranking of my favorite futures prop firms. Let me know which ones you guys like down in the comments below. If you wanted to go pick up some of these futures prop firm accounts, use code BPC on most of them and you can definitely save big at checkout. And I will see you guys in the next one.